How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be going up against a top 50 player in a game of ranked seasons. But before I get into the gameplay, I quickly want to say thank you guys so much for 5,000 subscribers. We recently hit that yesterday, and I wanted to quickly say thank you. The support on the channel has been absolutely insane. And let's go ahead and get into this game. This opponent has all Signature Series players and is creative player. He is also a Twitch streamer, so I will have the link to his live stream pinned in the comment section down below. And as you can see from that banner right there, that is a top 50 banner. That means he finished in the top 50 players of a ranked seasons season in itself, an individual season. So right now we are in the third season of ranked seasons. You can have a nicer banner if you accumulate a couple of those top 50 banners. Your banner, I guess, becomes like a prestige logo icon. It's pretty cool how that is. But to start the game off, I'm getting two quick outs, 4 pitches in with Justin Verlander. We both have Verlander on the mound, and I threw a changeup, a circle change on the outside corner, and his creative player, who is his 3-hitter, which I'd assume is probably his best hitter in his whole lineup, goes deep there with the home run. That is a power focus creative player. I don't know if that was a power focus, but I know that his creative player has 116 power, and it was showing it off right there. But Frank Thomas is also sending one into the gap. That's going to be extra bases following the home run. So Verlander has his confidence slightly down after giving up a 1 run in the first inning. I'm looking to try and get some confidence back on the pitch that I gave up a home run on, which is the changeup. But I need to mix in that fastball. I need to mix in the inside part of the plate, throw it slightly in off the plate. This opponent's going to have a great eye, and he's going to hit anything in the zone very hard. So I need to keep that in mind, and I also need to get something going at the plate early on myself. However, with Rickey Henderson, I'm grounding out to shortstop, 99 speed, unable to beat it out because it was right to him. But top of the second inning, with Pudge up at the plate, he definitely could have squared that one up and might not have got rewarded on that one. Hit a line drive right to Rickey Henderson out there on what looked to be a well-hit ball off the bat of Pudge. Now we're facing Duke Snider, and he's going to also send one deep to the warning track. That's going to be Gwynn at the wall making the grab there. Just barely kept it in the yard. Well, I'm playing this game at Oak Street Park. It's a minor league field that has a really nice batter's eye. It's like a solid black background. You can see the ball really well. There you can really see it launch into the left field gap for a home run. That was Rogers Hornsby. He squared that one up. He pulled it and got a great exit velocity on that swing. Later on in the game, I grounded into a double play with Wade Boggs. That was a pitch low in the zone. I was trying to get under it and hit it into the gap, but unfortunately I got on top of it and rolled it over to the second baseman for a double play. Now here's the creative player that is a gold with diamond fielding and 92 arm strength. A solid player overall. I did have his stats posted in the live stream. I will also be uploading a video when I get a diamond creative player at shortstop, as his creative player at shortstop sends one deep for a home run, another one in this game. Now you got another base hit with Frank Thomas. We have Kenny Lofton up. He pinch hit Kenny Lofton for Tony Gwynn, which was surprising, but maybe he performs really well with that Kenny Lofton. I was able to freeze him on that curveball for strike 3, and this is the gold Pablo Sanchez creative player at shortstop as well. I lined one into left field. If I had more power and if I had a maxed out creative player, that might have been sent over his head, but he's right in the 70s around in power, but I might be able to get that up to about 80 with the contact focused creative player. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. I haven't really decided quite yet. But later in this game, still have Verlander in the game. Decent pitch count, 27 pitches in, but he's given up a few runs. 3 runs so far on 3 solo shots. And this opponent is definitely hitting the ball well. I mean, he could have had a couple more runs with some balls that were hit hard right to my fielders and some balls that went to the warning track. But anyway, Tony Gwynn's blooping one into center field. That's going to be a nice, I guess kind of a late jam hit, but I did pull the baseball. So it says late week, but I did pull it, so it's kind of confusing there on the feedback. The bat did look on the ball pixel, but Rickey Henderson's going to send one up the middle. That's going to allow Tony Gwynn to get to third base, advancing from first to third, bringing up Roberto Alomar, and I finally started to get a little something going at the plate. I started to string together some base hits. The opponent missed that ball in the outfield there with Willie Mays in right field, and that's going to allow 99 speed to come around from first base and score. I was surprised that Willie Mays missed that ball there. He does have a couple diamond fielders out there in the outfield, but he's not going down without a fight. He got a base hit with Verlander. He's still winning in this game, and he's trying to tack on some more runs here. I mean, Roberto Alomar sends one to left field. This guy, I know this is going to be a back and forth game. I'm looking to try and hold him here and minimize. If I give up a run or two, I'm looking to just keep it at that. I'm not trying to give up more than that. But Wade Boggs is going to make this play. Tough to turn two on that one, but Wade Boggs over at third base has been really nice for me. That gold fielding, hasn't made any errors so far. But this creative player is going to send one to center field. I kept the ball in the yard. However, Ichiro and his 98 arm strength is not going to have enough to get Verlander. That was a really close play at the plate, but very smart play as well from Darius. He does tag up with Willie Mays and get to second base. But it is a 4-2 game. At least now I'm looking to, I did minimize. I'm looking to chip away at this deficit down 2 runs rather than, I mean, Willie Mays could have hit a 3-run homer, and that would have changed the entire game. But right here, I'm getting a base hit with Pablo Sanchez and then an infield base hit with Ichiro. I'm not really sure what happened. I thought it was an infield hit, but apparently on my screen, Hornsby didn't throw the ball, but on his screen he did throw it to second. So he did get the fielder's choice force out. Kind of a confusing play, but I did have to pick up what happened right there because it changed the inning. I would have had first and second, and I bunted there with Verlander. That changed the result. I mean, I had a guy in second rather, and I was able to clutch up with Tony Gwynn right there and send one into the gap for the extra base hit. That was an RBI double. So now we're facing Kenny Lofton. Still have Verlander in the game, 6th inning, and he's only 45 pitches in, 43 pitches in, somewhere in there. And he's pitching extremely well. I mean, gave up a couple runs, but definitely keeping me in this game. And that's all I can really ask from a pitcher, especially going up against a top player like this. Doesn't really matter who you have on the mound. He's going to hit whoever you have. And guys like this that play a lot of games, I mean, he had almost 500 games played. He's probably seen every pitcher in the game anyway. But Roberto Alomar coming up with another clutch line drive base hit that gets by his left fielder. That's going to be extra bases. I stopped at second. There's no need to be aggressive in that situation. I'm down a run. He's in scoring position. And I've been known to get myself thrown out at certain bases and do some stupid stuff on the base pass. Like in the last game, I lost on a game-tying infield base hit. I would have been able to tie up the game if I would have got another base hit, and I got thrown out at the plate, not even trying to go there. So I wanted to be extremely cautious on the bases this late in the game, going up against an elite player like this. But Jimmy Fox is up with 2 guys on, and he is going to knock a clutch base hit. I went ahead and sold this Jimmy Fox because I wasn't hitting all that great with him, but he did get some clutch base hits for me. I mean, he drove in some runs there when I needed him to. And now we have ourselves a brand new ball game with Pablo Sanchez up, and I thought that pitch was going to be over the inside part. I tried to hit that one, but it was inside, and then he goes with the lower changeup, I think that was. I squared it up, and that's going to be a play at the plate, I thought, but he throws it to third. He gets Jimmy Fox out. That's a pretty big play. I was able to score the run, but I would have had 1 out with guys on second and third, and that was it for that inning. I mean, I was unable to score with 2 outs. But anyway, it changed the inning a little bit. I was surprised that he threw it to third base there. But I thought it was going to be a play at the plate. 54 speed and Wade Boggs. He might have been out. I don't really know. But we're facing Schwarber as a pinch hitter right here. I do have a 1-run lead. I was able to battle back. And I really wasn't hitting all that great in this stream. I mean, I lost the first game of the stream. Then I bounced back in the second game. This was actually the 3rd game that I played. And I hadn't really been hitting that well, squaring up the ball all that great, hitting a lot of balls right to people. But in this one, I have a chance for some insurance runs and a chance to break this game open. I squared that one up with Frank Thomas, but I lined it right to center field, and Kenny Lofton makes the play. I mean, I squared it up well, hit it with the sweet spot part of the bat. But unfortunate that I didn't get rewarded on that one. But I do have a chance. I mean, I had a chance right there with Wade Boggs. I grounded into a fielder's choice. Roberto Alomar throws it to second there. It was hit hard, but it was not the right launch angle and was a 1 bouncer. So anyway, Willie Mays was held off the board in this game pretty well. He did hit one to the warning track that was tracked down by Ichiro. Ichiro's just amazing out there. He tracks down everything for 90 fielding and 90 speed. I mean, just solid all-around player. But I was able to get the second out. That was a big out in this 8th inning. I mean, I'm trying to keep any base runners off the base paths in this inning specifically because 1 swing of the bat would tie up the game. I'm trying to go into the 9th inning with a 2-run lead. I mean, any insurance runs I'm able to get in my half of the inning is huge as Wade Boggs makes his first error in the most crucial spot of the game right there. We're facing Kenny Lofton now. And good players really take advantage of these situations. Luckily, I was able to get him to pop up. I think I got lucky on that one. I think that was a pitch that he could have squared up and hit well with Kenny Lofton. But fortunate enough, I was able to get out of the inning without having that error come back to haunt me, even though it counted as a base hit. I was kind of confused about that counted as a base hit. But anyway, we're in the top of the 9th inning. We're up by 2 runs. I'm leaving in Trevor Hoffman. I'm trying to get at least this first guy out. It's kind of a risky move to do But fortunately, I got lucky once again. He hits a check swing to Wade Boggs. He is able to make the play there. And that ball could have been sent out for a home run with the full swing. I mean, he was up in the zone. It looked like he had good timing on it. I was trying to get him to chase it, but he did, and he check swung luckily, and I was able to get the out. Very next batter, I get the second out of the inning, down to his last out. I still have Hoffman in. I figured because I was only throwing a few pitches, I figured I'd leave him in and try to save my bullpen guy in case he did get a guy on base and I had to go to a clutch situation. But great game to Darius. That was a very tough game, back and forth action. He went up early. I was able to come back in the middle of the game and score a few runs in a few innings in a row, and that's the way that one went. Thank you guys so much once again for 5,000 subs. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe if you are new. I'm College Lefty, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.